Racing to the 2020 Breeders' Cup and the 2020 Preakness Stakes. Let's get an update on the latest news. First news is that Volatile, the Grade 1 winning Son of Violence, has been retired. He was pointing for the Breeders' Cup Sprint, and condylar fracture is the reason he will be retired and go to stud. Taking a look back at his career this season and overall where he kind of sits, hard to say. He had a peak performance at Oaklawn Park with a 119 Equibase speed figure. Meanwhile, he retires with 6 lifetime starts, 3 of them in 2020, 3 of them in 2019. He never raced as a 2-year-old, and he was only able to start 3 times in each of his campaign. Lightly raced Son of Violence, he was purchased for $850,000 at the sales, and he'll be going to stud. Of course, he's got that unbridled song on the mare's side, and a lot of those unbridled songs are kind of unsound as well. So definitely a little bit iffy on the pedigree-wise in terms of having a lasting stamina pedigree. So a lot of speed here going to stud, and kind of looking overall, he ends up 5 for 6 lifetime, 1 Grade 1 whip victory. That was in the Vanderbilt Stakes, and the overall competition in that race was not very strong. Remember that race, the fractions were very slow that day, and he came home really fast. So it's kind of a strangely run Grade 1 race, but he does get it on his pedigree. So Grade 1 winning Son of Violence. Volatile retired, opens up that sprint division now. You've got Whitmore moves up a little bit in the rankings. Vacoma announcing he's not running this Saturday, so kind of gonna wait and see way it plays out. But Steve Asmussen still well represented in that sprint division. He's got horses like Engage and Echo Town and possibility of Chancelot and some other ones still pointing in that sprint division, but his big gun Volatile is now retired. Other news coming out was Preakness contender, Kentucky Derby runner-up, Tiz the Law, will pass on the Preakness Stakes. He's going to train up to the Breeders' Cup Classic, so that has ramifications for the Preakness field. Art Collector now pretty much going to be the second favorite behind the Kentucky Derby winner, Authentic. Art Collector, of course, scratched out of the Kentucky Derby the week of the race. Looks like a field of 10 or 11 lining up for that Preakness Stakes, led by Authentic and Art Collector. Live Your Beast Life is going to be going. Also a horse like Pneumatic, who won a nice race at Monmouth Park the last time. And then you've got Mr. Big News, who was 3rd in the Kentucky Derby. He's going to be pointing for that Preakness Stakes as well. And of course, among the top 4 contenders for the Classic will be Tiz the Law. And we're going to see preview some of those races coming up this week. We've got the Awesome again out west, big stakes races with Breeders' Cup implications at Santa Anita. We're going to have the American Pharoah Stakes, the Chandelier Stakes, and both Improbable and Maximum Security are going to run in the 9 furlong Awesome again stakes for trainer Bob Baffert. And those 2 could be seen next in the Breeders' Cup Classic, along with Tom's de Tot, who had a workout on Tuesday, and he continues to train for the Breeders' Cup Classic and Global Campaign, the upset winner of the Woodward Stakes. He worked out on Tuesday, and he will be pointing, training up to the Breeders' Cup Classic. So big news, Volatile, where does he sit on your sprinters this year? And who heads the class now for the Breeders' Cup Sprint Division? Leave a comment below, hit subscribe, and remember, share this horse racing video with all your racing friends as we lead you up to the 2020 Breeders' Cup.